Well, hello everybody. It is first or late end of October here. It's getting cold, so I've been making doing projects a little hard because I don't have time to do them when it's raining. So I take all this nice weather we can get when I can get it. It's finally warmed up enough around 4 o'clock in the afternoon where I can do some paint work. And what paint work, you're asking? I'll show you. Well, you know our Lemons 2023 car, the MEEP, has been rethemed again, obviously, during the rally to a taxi from its original Barbie Jeep. Well, I had an idea, and I think we're going to take care of it now. Triumph by Error, Keith and I are talking about doing a road trip to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. But I want to retheme the car for that. So it involves washing all this mud off. Normally I just paint over mud, but I got to make sure the doors are as clean as possible. Because we're going to repaint the MEEP as a Jurassic Park Wrangler. Keith sent us the decals for the doors, and we're just going to paint the rest of the car by hand. So let's see how we can do this. If I really didn't care too much about the stickers, properly adhering to the car, I wouldn't be washing it because I've painted over dirt numerous times with this car already. But I kind of want to have the doors be in somewhat decent condition when I put the decals on and put the paint down. The rest of the car doesn't matter too much. So grabbing a razor blade here out of the shed so I can scrape the sticker off the door and let the car dry. So I can at least paint the roll cage for right now red. And hopefully some of the car's dried off enough today I can get some primer down on it. And supposed to have some decent weather in the next couple days. So I'll be working on it then and recording the progress. So I'm gonna scrape the remnants of the one sticker from the Lemons rally off the door. The other stickers adhered way better, so we're just gonna leave those on there because I might have clear coated over them on day one to make sure they didn't go anywhere, which they haven't gone anywhere, so win. Luckily I had some table covers around still, so I put them on the roof of the car so I could sort of paint the roll cage. Turns out this Massey Ferguson red is useless, so we're gonna use this Rust-Oleum red, apple red color to paint the roll cage today. I'll have to get another can to do the rest of the stuff to the car, but it's red. Well, we got the red down. That was one coat, or one can at least, so that's a start. This side of the car is mostly dry, so I can get the primer down to prime everything. I do have that chunk of cardboard there, so I don't get overspray on the glass. This time we are going to go pretty much mirror down with paint. So I'm gonna prime everything down right now with gray primer so we get a good base coat down, because the pink didn't really stick very well until we primed it, and then the yellow kind of didn't cover the pink very well. So I'm trying to get the tan to cover better on here, khaki color, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that and show you guys what happens. Well, I'm quite impressed. Only one can of primer did all of this on the car. Pretty much the entire front clip. There's about 2 coats on there, which is good. So my plastic isn't holding very well because I don't really have it held down. And it's pretty windy out. So probably not the best painting weather, but oh well. It's good enough for who it's for. So I'm going to go down this side of the car now. I'm just going to take this completely off now. Now it's stuck. All right, well, that's off. So go off the entire side of the car and go down with primer here. I'm going to use that cardboard to kind of give us a nice little line on this side. So we'll hit this side as far as we can with the can. Should be able to do all of this to that corner, to the tailgate thing, and then a little bit on the other side. And then we do have one more can left, which should get us enough to finish the primer today. Well, after only 2 cans, we've got the entire front clip driver's side and the passenger quarter panel almost complete. We just got to do this side here from the door handle down. Let that cure up for the night, and we'll shoot some tan down tomorrow. Maybe even some red, depending on the weather. I do gotta have some good weather to get them stickers on the door, though, at least. That should be a good time. All right, well, good news. The whole car has been repainted in primer. The roll cage is definitely red, but I still need to do some more touch-up on it because there's still a lot of purple showing on the inside, but the whole car has been redone in primer. And then I had undercoating, so I undercoated the 2x4 rear bumper. And I left the old Jeep logo because we got to keep it, back to the original theme slightly, so it's just going to stay there. But I'm going to try to lay down some tan here and see what happens. Well, I've only used part of a can so far. I've got this fender, part of the hood, the grill, and that part of that fender done. It's already turning out pretty decent. I'm gonna finish this off here and try to get one coat on the entire car tonight. And then tomorrow I'll put a second coat down and hopefully start doing the red and getting them stickers on the door. So let's keep on painting this thing. All right, first impressions. It's not bad. It's not good either, but what do you expect from what I can do here? So the car is painted. The mirrors actually should be red in the movie, but I'm leaving them tan. We have to do the red stripe down the sides still. I think we're good on tan. It's covered pretty well on the whole thing. Let's see, zoom out. So yeah, this side's also done. So yeah, we'll let the paint cure overnight as best as it can, and tomorrow, hopefully get some red down on the car as well. Possibly put the decals on the doors, but that's just a big possibly. Really need to do the red first, so that's gonna take priority over the decals. But it looks like we got 2 or 3 good days of weather this week, so hopefully I can get this done in time for our trip, and also to do a couple of things with it this week before Halloween. Maybe we'll do a trunk or treat or go to Gilmore Car Museum with it. Not sure yet. We'll see how everything goes. I still got to paint the hubcaps red as well, so we're gonna need at least 1 or 2 cans of red. But yeah, let's pick this up another day. Well, I couldn't really take a good video in the barn, but I'm not sure if I should be impressed or horrified by my skills. I did manage to paint my fingers pretty well. The hood didn't turn out as good as I'd hoped. I might take a paintbrush and trace that a little better. But yeah, I couldn't really stick the decal down to the hood like I wanted without peeling paint. So I cut it out and sprayed it. It turned out okay. It's good enough for who it's for though, right? At least tell it says JP05. I got the 05 cut out for the sides here. They should be big enough. If not, I'll just make the stripe bigger. I got the stripe on this side, and gonna put the word Jeep down there and the Jurassic Park emblem or logos on the door, and yeah, should be ready to go. I do have to paint the wheels red next, and I kind of ran out of paint, so I have to grab another can of paint tomorrow. Not exactly the right color, but hey, it works. Although that color right there is the same color as right there, and it looks different, but we're just gonna leave that alone. So fast forward to now. All right, I gotta say this thing is super legit now. We got JP05 on the hood, we got 05 on the side, and we got a Jurassic Park logo. And I painted the hubcaps red, so that's pretty much like legit, right? We got some more work to do. We still gotta get the remnants of the MEEP off the windshield, clean the windshield, because there's so much overspray on this car, because I didn't mask anything off, even though I tried. This side's even more legit with the missing hubcap. Oh, and I finally fixed the back. So it says MEEP, which that's what this thing is. It's a MEEP, Mini Cooper Jeep. But yeah, it is ready to go. look-wise or appearance-wise for our trip. I still need to get the roof rack on it to put the spare tire that was on the back on the roof and the one back in the back. So we have some spare tires for the road trip. I also need to clean the inside out at this point still and do a few other things so we're ready for our up north trip. So stay tuned for the next episode when we get the inside cleaned out, figure out how I'm going to sleep in this thing, and get prepared to go.